Hello, I am Pete, and welcome on back to Fallout New Vegas Recharger Weapons Only. We are here in Red Rock Canyon, meeting the Great Khans for the first time. Oh, hello.
Welcome to Red Rock Canyon. Since you've done so much for the Great Khans, Papa Khan told me to let you know you can buy weapons at our armory. You can find it in the basement of the burned-out old building, at the mouth of the canyon.
Okay. I have very little need to buy weapons off of you, but I can sell things to you, and the Great Khan Merchant is one of the best places for selling things. So, just so you know. Anyway, we're here in Red Rock Canyon. It's a very overcast day, looking directly at the sun, generally not well advised. There is a quest that we can do here, and it's kind of an interesting quest for me, because if we were to try to complete the Oh My Papa quest, which involves convincing the Great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's Legion, one of the people that I have to speak to is in an area that's infested with death claws. I'm not sure if I'm going to be strong against death claws. I feel like it's likely I'm not. Where's... Up there? Up there, maybe. But I'm going to give it a go, I think. I've forgotten where the longhouse is. Maybe it's up here. But that, I probably won't get around to that this episode. There's a little bit of a few things you need to get past first before you reach the stage where it's entering Deathclaw area. But yeah, let's start by going into the one proper building in this area.
Hello.
Okay, Papa Khan's not here, but we can talk to Regis.
I haven't seen you before. What brings you to the Great Khans?
Tell me about Papa Khan.
Papa is one of the best leaders the Khans have ever had. He's kept us together through all of our hardships, ever since we left California. Bitter Springs changed him, though. He started to really hate the NCR after the massacre. And sometimes I worry that's poisoned his mind.
What do you mean about it poisoning his mind?
Nothing. Forget about it. I shouldn't be talking about this with an outsider.
I'm not an outsider. Goodbye.
Until next time.
Yeah, I think we need to talk to Papa Khan now to move things forwards. These ones are great, but they're not Papa. Is there a quest that we can activate that will help us track things here? No, we haven't picked up the Oh My Papa quest yet. So I'm guessing he's going to be on his way in. Is there someone walking around here? Doesn't look like it. I think what I'm probably just going to do is head inside and then use the sleep button to make Papa magically appear in this chair. If I were to sit in this chair... Okay, quick save. If I were to sit in this chair...
Good to see you again.
Okay, we're friends now. And now I'm going to wait for a bit. Okay, no Papa Khan. Still no Papa Khan. Papa Khan's going to want this chair. Maybe he can't appear because I'm sat in his chair.
Yeah?
There he is, hello.
So the cub enters the wolf's den. What do you want, cub?
Can you tell me about your people?
You want to hear the story of the Great Khans? It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. We have suffered, but we will regain our glory.
I mean, the unintended side effect of sitting in his chair is now he is just a silhouette. But trust me, there's a person there, not just a hole in the world. Yeah, maybe you could give me the short version?
In a hurry, are you? Very well, then. The Great Khans came east, out of the NCR 14 years ago. We ruled the wastes then, and called no man master. But we underestimated the families of the Strip, and they drove us back to Bitter Springs, where we remained until the NCR arrived and drove us here.
What happened at Bitter Springs?
When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. We raided their caravans, their towns, their camps. They couldn't stop us. At least that's what we thought. They tracked us to Bitter Springs and surrounded us. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass, the NCR gunned them down.
It's horrible.
It's because of that we have sworn to take revenge on the NCR. With our new allies in Caesar's Legion, we will crush them.
And how did the three families defeat you?
They allied with Mr. House, the self-proclaimed master of New Vegas. He supported them with the resources of New Vegas. Weapons, technology, caps. They were better equipped, and we could not stand against them.
All right, on second thought, let's talk about something else.
Typical. No reference for history in the younger generations.
I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's Legion. I think I haven't completely decided which ending I'm going to be going for this playthrough. I have an idea, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the Caesar's Legion ending because I think that's the one I did on my last playthrough.
Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you?
Do you really think Caesar is going to restore your tribe to glory? You'll be made slaves.
Ha! The Great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from here to the Colorado and the freedom to raid as we see fit. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The Great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes.
Fine, okay then, goodbye.
Farewell.
I'm going to stand up now. You can have your chair back.
Hey.
Oh, you do have a face.
Mr. House isn't a man to be trusted. Watch yourself. Hey.
Hey. Okay, so Papa Khan is now... Yeah, he's making his way around to his chair. He seems like the kind of guy who'd be much more annoyed at me sitting in his chair than that. But it is what it is. Okay, so I believe I now need to walk outside and Regis will show up.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion. I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment.
Yeah, sure. What is it you had in mind?
You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the Great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration.
So what do I do?
Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular. Me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
Okay, what would convince Jack and Diane to support me?
You'd have to talk to them, but those two have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around.
What about Melissa?
Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts.
And aren't you convinced already, if we're having this conversation?
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you.
Okay, I'll see what I can do to convince everyone.
Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has become fast friends with Papa. Carl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture.
And how would I do that?
Carl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the Great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering. Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion, or trick him into losing his cool in the longhouse right in front of Papa.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
I would too, if I were you.
All right, we have Questment. So I'm going to start with Jack and Diane, because that feels like the direction I have the most confidence in. And it doesn't involve fighting Deathclaws, so there's that. Is this a safe drop? I think I can pull this off. Whee! Ooh! Fun times. We're not at the bottom yet, though. That looks worse. Here we go. These are some nice small drops that we can pull off without our ankles. Yep, without our ankles coming a cropper. And also, all of the waiting around for Papa Khan to show up earlier has meant that we are back around to evening. Oh, got a little bit of a log jam.
Returned home from Boulder City.
Oh, you two twins? Well, I mean, to be honest, you would expect a certain amount of inbreeding in these tribes, so that explains why they all look so similar. Hello.
You're not one of my regulars. What do you want?
I've been told you're someone I should talk to about stopping the Khan's alliance with Caesar.
Hey, it's not like I'm super attached to working with Caesar or anything. But if he'll stop his patrols from harassing my runners, I'm all for it.
Caesar isn't going to let you run drugs as an ally any more than he supports it now. He hates chems.
I haven't heard anything like that. Do you have any proof?
Not yet, but I'll find some.
Okay. Come on back when you do.
Right. You've got an impressive setup here. Have you considered making more helpful chems?
Helpful? What, like bathtub stim packs? What's the point of that?
But you could turn a profit and help the people of the Mojave.
That's touching. But it would take away from our bottom line. I'll have to pass.
Oh, okay. Time for me to go.
Later.
All right, so I was only a tiny bit short of the required barter skill for that. So I think I've got something that I can wear. A roving trader hat. Yeah, let's go in and talk to her about that again.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about you.
Oh.
What's up?
Good things, eh? Helpful chems.
Helpful?
Medical supplies are always scarce and they don't kill the buyer as often. Think of the profits.
You've got a point. Selling meds to the locals could be a pretty nice side gig. All right, I'll tell Jack to give it a try.
Nice. See you later.
Bye.
So let's check our quest log and see what we need in terms of finding Diane proof that the Legion persecutes drug runners. The world map has us all over the place. So this is Melissa. I know that for a fact. So I can rule that out. It looks like going to Cottonwood Cove, we might be able to find some proof. What are the steps? Way to disgrace Carl, convince Melissa, Regis evidence, convince Jack and Diane. Right, so I think that this marker that we're seeing just here nearby, this is the one about disgracing Carl. This marker is the one about Melissa. So these ones over here must be the ones about evidence. Now, I'm neutral with the Legion at the moment. So here's what I could do. I could fast travel to Ranger Station Echo, wander over to Cottonwood Cove, and see about picking up these pieces of evidence, which is a way that I've never, ever done this quest before. And so that's what we're going to do. Okay, Ranger Station Echo, travel there. I think I'd like it to be daytime, thank you. And then we start heading south. Or we probably do want to do something about our needs, advanced dehydration, etc. Yeah, that's no good. Okay, our food and water are now reasonably low. Sleep always goes up really, really slowly in this game, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, this away. Oh, some radiation apparently. Let's see if we can pick up some more fast travel locations on the way as well. And also this is a good opportunity to introduce our sponsor for this episode. This episode is sponsored by Audrey's Hand-Knitted Socks. Place your orders now for Christmas and other non-denominational... Let's try that again, shall we? Other non-denominational holiday socks are also available. Audrey, why do you make me say a word like denominational? It's just cruel. Do we have invisible walls? We have invisible walls, but there are little gaps in them that we can... Oh, this one looks tricky. This one looks really steep. Oh, I feel like I'm about to fall and break my ankles. This is such a bad place to be. We're going to be reloading a save soon, aren't we? Okay, this is going better than expected. There's still a lot of invisible wall humping going on. I mean, why can't I get over that? There we go. Right, yeah, I think I want to get to that little shack over there. I mean, I say that. I think the really good bit of loot we're not going to be able to get to. And we don't really want it that much either. But still, I like fast travel points. Yeah, we can't get in that gun case. Can take a little bit of 308. Alright, let's press on down to Cottonwood Cove. Again, watching out for the really big drops. We are not at home to Mr. Broken Ankle today. Oh no. Oh look, I broke my ankle. How much health has that taken? A little chunk. I think a member of the Legion is probably going to run up to us fairly soon and say, "Halt, you, what do you here?" And I'll be like, passing through, bud. I'm just a tourist. This person here is actually a great Khan. Anders.
Please, help me.
Are you Anders? Jack and Diane sent me to look for you. No, they didn't, but whatever.
Thank God. Let me down, please.
Let me get you down from there. Legion didn't see me, I don't think. Okay, so we have found Diane proof that the Legion persecutes drug runners.
Thanks for getting me down from that cross. I owe you one.
Who did this to you?
A Legion patrol caught me trying to cross the river. When they found the, package I was carrying, they strung me up there.
You're smuggling drugs?
Well, not exactly. More like trying to expand our markets. I heard there was a lot of untapped territory down south, but the Legion caught me.
And I'm also going to ask again, are you Anders? Jack and Diane sent me to look for you. Apparently we haven't asked this before, and that's what the user interface is telling me, so trust the user interface.
They did? Probably mostly Jack's idea. He always was the soft touch. Thanks. You've saved my life and done the Great Khans a huge favor. I'll be heading back to Red Rock Canyon now. Maybe we'll see each other there.
Good luck on your journey.
Thanks. See you around.
Okay, so what does the quest log now show? It does still show a marker over there. Convince Jack and Diane to speak out against Caesar. Do we have a marker back at Jack and Diane yet? We do. Okay, so we probably could head back and do that. I don't know what this marker over here is. But you know what? We're here. The Legion don't hate us. Let's find out. I'm also going to see if I can avoid being accosted by the person, the legionary who intercepts you. Just because they don't have anything interesting to say. I don't see anyone following me at the moment, but you just know that they're chasing you down, like the snail. You know the snail? You know what I'm talking about? Of course you do. Okay, so the marker does seem to be pointing to the... Is it pointing to the ferry? Am I still being followed? This is suggesting to me that it wants us to go to the fort. Yeah, we are now at the marker that would take us to the fort. I kind of don't want to go there yet. So, tell you what, I'm just going to fast travel back on over to the Red Rock Drug Lab and see if we've done what we need to do now to convince Diane that we are good.
Anders told me what happened. We owe you one for rescuing him. Tell you what, I can give you caps as a thank you or a special recipe Jack cooked up.
I'll take the recipe.
Here you go.
Turbo.
Enjoy it. With Anders out of commission for so long, we're short-handed on runners, and some backlogs have piled up. We've got an associate in the Crimson Caravan Trading Company who distributes for us and out of Vegas. He's been after us for a new shipment.
Sure, I'll do it.
Great. Here's the package. Your contact is Don Hostetler at the Crimson Caravan. Come back and see me when you're done.
So what I want to know is, has this quest advanced? Convince Jack and Diane to speak out against Caesar. Okay, now let's try talking to her again.
Did you make that delivery yet?
So, about the alliance with Caesar's Legion.
Anders got back a little while before you did. He told me what happened. If that's how the Legion treats my people, I don't want any part of them.
Nice. Okay. Have you started making meds yet?
Yeah, you made a pretty good argument. We'll keep it small for now, but if it turns a profit, we might expand.
What do you have for sale?
Jack handles the small-time purchases. You should talk to him unless you're looking for a major shipment.
Okay, I'll do that.
Anything else?
No, that's good. See you later.
Bye.
See, I'm thinking about Turbo, right? If I'm planning on going up against some Deathclaws, then Turbo might be the answer. What have we got in terms of drugs? We've got one Turbo. See, I'm just thinking, right? You know, the MF Hyperbreeder Alpha obviously is going to be the weapon of choice against the Deathclaw. If we were to combine that with some Turbo and some Psycho, then we might be able to do enough damage to kill one. Med-X, I think, isn't going to do much for us, because if they just land one hit on us, then we are just screwed. There's just no two ways about it. But I'm I'm feeling inclined to give it a go. Okay, let's talk to Jack first.
Hey, look who it is bringing that good con karma around.
So I don't need to do that because, well, actually, no, I will do that. Do I need to do that? I think he's already going to be a no because I've sorted out Diane. So what do you have for sale?
Oh, you're buying. Cool.
So a bit of jet might help in the fight. Only selling mentats, but he's not selling any turbo because multiple turbos would be useful. Can I make him make turbo? Well, how's the medical work going?
Already on it. I whipped up a few stim packs already, but if you've got any more recipes, I'll take them.
Okay. Apparently I don't have any recipes. Goodbye.
Take it easy, kitty cat.
Do I look like a kitty cat? I suppose I do have a certain feline quality to me. Right. So the next thing we're going to be doing is going to be... It's going to be death claws. I did not think I'd say that. So we probably don't want on the roving trader hat. We'll go back to the sheriff's hat. We are carrying quite a lot of junk at the moment, but it's been a while since we've been back to base to drop things off. Here we go then. So, Good Springs Cemetery or Tribal Village to get to Melissa? I think probably the Good Springs Cemetery. Anything around here? Nope, no enemies have spawned. So, here's the plan. Oh, noticed you can see the snowy mountains of Jacobstown over there. So here's the plan. I don't want to go like directly to the right because there's a whole bunch of rad scorpions down there. There's one, for instance. I think that little blue thing. And I don't think there's any value in getting into a fight with those. There are some cazadores kind of around to the left. But what I'm sort of hoping I can do is maybe get onto this ridge. Yeah. Okay, so I am going to go... I'm going to go up against this rad scorpion just because I want to get onto this ridge. Okay, both rad scorpii are dead. We are hidden. We'll grab the poison gland just because I might be able to sell that one day. Gonna quietly pick up this one and then back out. So yeah, I want to get up there if I can. This feels like it's going to be a bit of an invisible wall. I mean, it's very likely this whole thing is just invisible wall territory. But it's worth a go. Okay. No. No. Oh, crap. Oh, double crap. Well, we're trapped. Thankfully, there's no enemies coming towards us. But, yeah, we're fast travelling out of here, unfortunately. Okay. Alternatives. I mean, to be honest, I just think that the whole approach of trying to get onto the ridge and drop from above is just never going to happen. I think I just need to get to the road and go around. I will probably need to fight some cazadores, unless they haven't respawned. I'll probably need to fight some deathclaws. I think this just cannot be avoided. It's a shame, but, you know, I was expecting a bit of a challenge. I'm going to get a bit of a challenge. I'm going to drop a quick save here, and I think that if I get stuck in... Oh! If I get stuck in the landscape again, then I will maybe reload this save. So the cazadores do respawn. Come on, land. Okay, back to hidden. I mean, at least one of them respawns anyway. Oh, two. There's another one down there. Pick up a little bit of orange. I see you. Oh, there's two. Let's try and activate one. I think that is going to be no good from this distance, yeah. Just spraying some laser down the avenue. This one's getting a bit close, but I've got the wings. I think that one over there is the one that's cautioning me now. Is it going to come? Come on. Just checking around. Lovely. Give me your glands. Okay, level 18. Feels like a while since I've leveled up. What am I doing? I think more sneak is probably what we need. More sneak, more energy weapons. Just energy weapons up to 80, and then we can put a couple in survival. That'll do. Black Widow, of course, yes. How embarrassing. When I went into the tops to confront Benny, for some reason I thought I had Black Widow. I didn't. I'm not going to pick it up now. What do I want to pick up? I do quite like Mathroth for reducing AP costs, but I'm not actually using VATS all that much, am I? So maybe a VATS one isn't such a great idea. Chem resistant, less likely to develop an addiction to chems. If I'm going to be using turbo to go up against the death claws, then I kind of don't want to get addicted, but I could just cure the addiction in some way, couldn't I? Double duration on chems, that's pretty cool. Limbs reduced damage. Stimpack health bonus. Ooh. Again, I'm not needing to use Stimpaks very much, but I am in hardcore mode. So that might be really important fighting Deathclaws. I'm going to do it. I mean, that might be a total waste of a perk, but it's what I think I'm doing. Alright, we've arrived at the makeshift Great Khan camp, and I think I'm going to end this episode here for maximum suspense, so that if you want to see me going up against the Deathclaws, you got to wait for the next episode. See you then. Bye-bye.